Hello, everyone, and welcome to Twilight Thursday under the Twin Spires for a weekly edition of Triple Double Trouble Live. I'm Frank Scatoni.
I'm Ciaran Thornton.
And together we are
Triple
Double
Trouble
Live. Woo! We didn't even practice that.
That means we're gonna hit it today. We actually got the intro down. There we go.
You're also wearing the lucky shirt, I believe.
Oh, yeah, we got that locked in. And I'm drinking some Guinness. Like we're bringing it all out right now.
Firing away. Well, I want to talk about something before we start talking about the races, Ciaran, because you have been shouting from the rooftops all summer long, and also while we started this triple double show for the $3 low takeout late pick 3 at Churchill, because we have been strong advocates of this bet. And let me just put this back on the screen and read through it real quick. Nick Tamaro, someone very well respected in the industry. I like Nick. I've done shows with Nick. He's a smart guy. Looks like he is getting on board. And, once the East Coast guys start getting on board, then we really start to get traction. They're always like, oh, those frou-frou Californians, what do they know? What do they know? What do they know? Well, it's not what we know.
The trendsetters.
It's what the numbers show, right? So real quick, the final 3 races at Churchill Downs yesterday had a 100% increase in pick 3 handle. Also, a 40% gross increase in intra-race handle, 18% increase in handle per starter. Wagers like the $3 pick 3 simply get more people looking more seriously at those races, plus the balance of the card. Eureka! It's like it's a new concept.
But if you read the comments, it's the same comments we keep hearing. They're like, well, last year was 50 cents, so now the bet's $3. Of course it's more. And I'm like, you're not connecting the dots there.
Well,
Come on. If that's your argument, you should not even be gambling horses.
Right. If you can't afford a $3 pick 3, then you probably shouldn't be playing, or you should stick to the 10-cent supers. There's a bet for everybody, believe me. If you're complaining about $3 or $2 double, this isn't your pool.
The first 5 dates of Churchill are up $278,000 over last year. And then what really should make them look, and we actually talked about it before the show, they're like, well, we're losing money because we're only taking a 15% takeout versus, the 24, but
right,
they've got 15% of another $100,000, which is a lot better than what they were getting. And I think we should start seeing more tracks adopt, especially the sharp guys who run these tracks are going to go, oh, we can make some money and we can keep our robot friends happy,
right,
and keep the players happy because they now have a pretty good chance of winning some money. And the pays have been pretty good.
There's a more balanced ecosystem. And to your point, the player advocates for years have been we've been running against the brick wall because track officials say, well, if we lower the takeout, we're going to lose money. Well, no, the point is if you lower the takeout, you increase your handle, right? So would you rather have 20% of 100,000 or 15% of 500,000?
Well, I also think, Frank, our DTL crew, like we joked, the Californians are coming for Kentucky. And we've got no other racing. We're waiting for Santa Anita to roll in. So what are we doing? We're firing away at Churchill. And yeah, we did the same thing at Del Mar. The pools are up huge, and our guys are like, we love these bets. Let's fire away at Churchill now. They'll give us no credit because they never give the guys who are first any credit at all.
Ciaran is coming for that Kentucky money. You hit a pretty nice one yesterday on a small investment. I saw Ciaran's been tweeting out his or posting out on X all of his pick 3 pays every day. I am not that ambitious. I stick to the shows because I only have so much brain power to go around. Ciaran can't help himself. And you finally hit one. He got off the duck.
I was annoyed on Sunday when we did the show, and I even talked it out where I should have done a lot. My bet should have been a little different.
Yeah.
But I kind of did it on the fly. So I went and approached, and I've started approaching the pick 3s now like I approached the double. I handicap the double, then I throw the other race in, and then I'm betting a little bit more on my conviction plays, but spreading on some of the other ones. And that's what yesterday was the spread bet. Like the horse that won the second leg, if I'd done my original bet I was going to do, I would have been out. I would have had two out of, but I kind of spread a small one, still paid 284, 286, I think, but I spent 84. So I got ammo for today.
Right. It's not a huge hit, but it talks about, it's a topic we talked about all summer long, that bankroll preservation kind of situation. But also, Ciaran, I cannot agree with you more. Just this exercise, talking it out with you and the DTL crew over the summer, has forced me to rethink certain ways of structuring tickets, and it forces you to get out of your comfort zone or think outside the box. Or sometimes we become lazy and our muscle memory kicks in, and we play our wages a certain way all the time. And by doing it and having this kind of conversation, we're forcing ourselves to be more creative and more clever. And I actually really, really like your ticket today. We're going to go through that in just 1 second. Let me just roll through real quick. Go Profit Triplets 3, Garbo. Okay, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Mr. Guitar, always a pleasure to have you. Ortega, Carlos, love seeing you, brother. Yes, we do make a big difference in the 15% takeout, late pick 3. And Ciaran is the biggest champion that day then. All right, hola, amigos, let's hit this. Yes, let's hit this. I'm putting Ciaran's play up. We're similar, but we're different. So let's go with you first. Looks like you're pretty strong here in this race.
Well, so what's crazy is this first leg, it's been raced 45 times. Half of the time, it's a price horse. And here I am using the probably odds on. I've not looked. So 11 times a horse from 5-1 to 10-1 has won. And 11 times it's been a crazy price horse, 10-1 or more. And my notes were, if the favorite does not win this race, wide open. But I mean, we got Gaff Rasmussen, lost by a neck last out. But my notes were 2 career races, 2 seconds. So one of two things happens with horses like this. They destroy the competition, or they end up being the toss horse that does not like to win or is scared of the photo. So that's what I thought here. And the only long shot I could come up with was Tiffany Cross, IRAD.
Yeah, I knew it.
We're going to get that. I mean, he's probably going to get hammered as the alternative, but that was the only other smart one I could do. Now, I know when we talked earlier, I think the D'Amato horse, the number 3, was getting some play in the
5-1 off the 8-1 line. I did not use that horse.
I would say I think in the next leg, just to jump ahead, number 1 Gray Line, Hernandez for McPeak. You know, if you watch any of that, you know, the Netflix shows, they hype those guys up big time. The horse is always first or second. First start, the trainer's like horrible. Believe it or not, McPeak is only 3% off the layoff.
Well, I believe
he puts his main guy on. They got Bullet Works. They're on the rail. You want to be kind of inside. And my notes were possible single. If the horse that raced the last time showed up, I thought if you put a gun to my head, number 1 in the next leg would be a single. And the reason I say that is, if you really do not like the number 1 in the first leg, it's almost one of those silly tickets where if you can beat the 1 and do a bunch of price horses in the first leg, you might get paid on this pick 3.
Here's my problem with your 1 in the second leg. I'll start there. You know, Brian Hernandez, very good jockey. You know, the only winner he had all meet was on that 44-1 Ian Wilkes first-time starter who knocked us out of the very first episode on this show. He's been horrendous. I really liked this race before the scratches. After the scratches, I got really annoyed. How does the 3 not wire the field? I mean, I used other horses, but how does the 3 not wire the field now with those other scratches in the race?
I mean, my notes for that one was 46-second work. We get a lot of horses to do 47. 46 is one where you go, all right. I didn't look at how it looked, but always at the line, has won 2 out of 3 and is 3 of 7. So this is a horse that likes winning or being up there. So right. I mean, I couldn't argue against you.
You did you used the horse in your pick 3 with the 9. So you didn't use him with the 1, but
I did use him with the 1 on the third ticket. $6 pick 3,
yes.
One with 3.
Came back and used it. Yes.
So this is one of those things. Like I talked on Sunday, where I was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing this one bet pick 3 anymore. I'm going to do how I approach the doubles at Del Mar. I'm going to go high on the ones I'm convicted on, but I'm going to do some backup one. And actually, the backup one is why I won yesterday. I would have
actually
lost the winner of the second leg yesterday if I'd done my normal one bet pick 3.
I like this trend much better because this is how you really should be playing it. You want to create tickets that reflect your opinion. Okay, so your 2 strongest opinions today were the one in the first leg and the one in the second leg, and that's why you have that for $15.
Yep.
And then I'm going to skip to the last one you put up. You also think the 3 in the second leg has a shot, so you came back with a lower denomination, 1 in this leg to the 3 in the next to the 3 you like in the last, and then you have your saver with the 9 here to all the horses you like. That is really good ticket structure, in my opinion.
And then the way we've seen the payouts come here, even if this chalks, and I spent $99, the way I've seen the pays, it should pay over 100. So at least I'm out and I got my bankroll back. Yeah. But if some chaos happens, I'll be whistling to the bank, if you know what I mean.
The only problem with this is that I don't think the 1 has to win in this leg, and I don't think the 1 has to win in the next leg. The 9, I really looked at the 9 because of your IRAD, and the Ortiz has won half the races today. So
yeah.
So, I did a lot of I went through all the damn progeny and all these, for all these first time starters, and none of them are really precocious or really good. But here, let me show you what I did. I was with you. I thought if the 1 ran the race, she's supposed to run moving forward, she wins, but I don't think she's a cinch. So I used her equally with the 6 in here. I love Ian Wilkes. I know his second time starter numbers have been atrocious, but
5%.
Believe me, the dude is
4 horses from 107. Yeah.
But he's so much better with his second time starters than his first time starters. And this guy wins a lot of 7 furlong races. This horse showed speed and quit last time in the debut. I'm expecting a big move forward. And then look at my other ticket, Ciaran. I use practically everybody because if it's not the 1 or the 6, it's wide open, right? Yeah. So then I came back and I just used those with my singles in the next 2 legs, the 3 and the 1 in the nightcap. But really, if you see my main contenders in the next leg are the 1, 3, 7, 9, and then I have the 1, 6, 9 in the nightcap. I just think that these races look obvious on paper, and that's when they're not obvious.
That's when chaos happens. I mean, that's why I had like kind of the backups. I did like a horse that scratched in the next leg, El Magnifico, the Ortiz horse, but for some reason he got scratched. I thought
I have the field scratched out of that race, to be honest.
I thought the last race was kind of difficult because I didn't have a lot of notes on it. And those are some of my bets where I'm like, oh, I'm going to get there and then we're going to handicap it live with our guys and I'm going to find something I didn't see.
We have a bunch of 3-year-olds coming off layoffs there. Before we talk about that race, Ciaran, let me just roll through the probable double pays so we can see. Right now, the 1 in this leg to your 1 in the next is paying $9.68 for $2. That combination is being crushed.
And I actually thought it would, which is why I ended up overloading my pick 3 because I thought it would be kind of an obvious one.
You have to do that. Yes. If you think it's going to be if your strongest opinions are going to be the shortest prices, then you absolutely have to increase your denomination. Let me just roll through real quick. Greg Shelton, let's hit it again today. Thank you, Greg. Texas Terry, that was great. Oh, Golf Pro Triplets Garbo. Thank you. Welcome to Triple DTL. Appreciate it. Come on, guys. We need some help here on these pick 3s. Let's see who you're playing, Mr. Guitar, Dave, all you guys out there. Let's see what you're doing here. But let me just run through my strategy again real quick. The 2 horses I like best in this leg, the 1, 6. Basically, my first ticket is a caveman ticket, right? So even if the 1 wins, I have some prices in the next 2 legs. And then
which is a great way. On this sequence, you're going to make some money if you can connect.
Yeah, if I can connect. I'm glad you came up with the 3 in the next leg. But I thought the 7 was a little sneaky. I thought that, that horse has a lot of back class to run to. My only problem with that race is that there's no speed. I can't see. I mean, isn't the 3 going to be 5 lengths clear turning for home? Who else is going to go with this horse? Everyone else is a bit of a grinder.
Yeah, I mean, And the way this track is kind of playing, we saw in the last race, get to the front, come catch me. Especially from that spot.
But it's fair, though. I mean, horses have been coming from off the pace. I think it's a fair track. What I don't think is fair is the inside. I don't think you would. We saw that horse in the last race, the 3 to 5 shot, made the lead and was in the 4 path the whole way. Wanted no part of the inside. So that's another thing that bothered me about the Asmussen horse in this leg. Rail at 7 furlongs for a 2-year-old filly, never really a good thing. She's going to have to make the lead. And
Leparoux, when he rides great on long shots. On favorites, I don't know what the stats are, but my experience
about
in the next leg, Sir Graylin, you know what I mean?
Like I was talking about this race.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah,
this one's like
7 furlongs for a 2-year-old filly at the rail. That's going to be tough. And then, no, I have Hernandez on the 1, Sir Graylin.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought it was a good change for him to be on the 1 in the next leg. Okay. So that's why I made him, like, if I was forced to single in this entire leg, he'd be my single.
Yeah, see, I'm opposite. The 3 is my single. And then who's your top pick in the last race? Let's talk about that real quick. We got 6 minutes.
I mean, I everyone's going to go on the 6, but I actually liked the price, the number 3 mapped to the stars.
Yeah.
And when this trainer and jockey hook up, they win like 35%. So I was like, oh, I needed a price. I thought the flow of the race looked pretty good. Back on dirt, almost won last out. I mean, how far is this one? This one's 6 furlongs.
Yeah.
And the last race was a mile on turf. And the race before that on dirt was 7.5.
Should be fit.
Was winning into the stretch and came seconds. I mean, and even the prior race at 7 furlongs was winning in the stretch. So I thought perfect distance for the number 3 at 8-1. Hopefully we get it. 1 middies. I mean, we got Giroux for Cox.
That's my top pick. I have that horse singled in the last race.
Rail, he's on the rail, blah, blah, blah. And then the other one.
Don't stop.
Amor Patry. You got Gaff on it. A horse that always likes to come second, but it's one of these. I mean, if we look at it's horses who've never won kind of thing. So one of these horses eventually has to win, which is why they're in that race.
Yeah, there's a lot of horses in here who are still looking for that second level condition, which is kind of why I went with the 1 lightly raced 3-year-old, second off the bench, was short off the layoff last time. Going to show speed from the rail. I think that horse wires them in the last. But as you can see, I used on my caveman, I used the 1, the 6, and I also used the 9. I thought the 9 was a little sneaky. I decided to go against your 3, Ciaran. I think your 3 absolutely has a shot because all this horse does is fire. This horse is a check earner, but a little camera shy. And the second I say it, that Hernandez has been ice cold, he's going to win the. You have him in every race. He's going to win the last 3 races.
Frank off. Everyone, we're upgrading all Hernandez's horses right now. The Frank off angle is in effect.
He's going to sweep it. All right, let's see what everybody else is playing. Artie Fischel, hey guys, good luck. Good luck to you. Thanks, Artie. He's going to go 3-1-6 as his base pick 3. Okay, so he's building his tickets around those horses. 3 is a good price in here, 6-1. That's the D'Amato firster, Ciaran.
No, I was thinking I might do a throwaway bet here, just because I didn't use D'Amato, and when I don't, and he was getting some money, as you mentioned, on the Will Pace from the last race.
Let me look at the Will Pays again, but first, real quick, Chris Babcock, great backup yesterday, Ciaran, made him money. Good job. Thanks for joining us. Our man Art Rodriguez is back. I think last time we saw Art, he was like hitting a pick 5 or a pick 6 or something. What up, fellas? How about the 10 in the last race? The 10 is not one who I came up with. You have anything on the 10 here, Ciaran, in the 8th race?
In the last race?
The Dale Romans horse, the 10 with Corey Lannery up.
Let me see. My notes were, is good taking pictures.
I only ran 3 times.
Nah, I'm being a smartass. I mean, it is a dirt race. I mean, a lot of these races, if the favorites don't fire, we're going to see some horses where someone in our crew is going to be on it and we didn't pick it, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's why I'm spreading it here. I do not have the 3, so I'm in trouble if this D'Amato horse, who is currently
I'm actually
second
going to do a
choice.
saver bet right now. I'm going to do 3 with 1, put 136. Cost me $9.
Yeah, I'm throwing the 3 into my.
All
See
right,
this last saver bet here on? I'm throwing my 3 in here.
I'm
So
canceling my
1,
saver
3,
bet
4.
now. All right, I'm canceling my bet. Frank is on. I'm off.
No, I'm just throwing the 3 in on this ticket here. I'll hide it and I'll show it again. Edit. 1, 3. I got to get it in though.
Now, you guys notice I actually pull the phone out and do the bet. Frank just does his bet on the screen.
I'm doing it on my computer. You know, you can bet on your computer here. It's not mobile only. So I don't know if I got this right. Where are they again? I got time here. Okay.
The 8 is sneaky in here. Oh, I agree.
4, 5,
Math tutor.
7. This 3 is 21. What's 72 plus 21?
93, Frank.
Thank you. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's my say. I'm throwing that 3 in there for an extra $3, but only on my saver ticket. It's only on my saver, Ciaran.
Frank, my pen ran out of ink writing your bet down. There's so many numbers in here.
This is called strategy. What did you say? If the 1 doesn't win this race, what did you say?
Anyone's bet. Anyone's race right
and
now.
That's reflected in my wager because I agree with you. I don't think this one should be 4 to 5. I don't know how good those Ellis races are. 2-year-old filly breaking from the rail, going 7 furlongs for a trainer who's been ice cold. I mean, you want even money on this horse? No, thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
The problem is with this pick 3, if I toss them and I did an all in the first leg, tossing the favorite with the single on the 1 in the next race, with the 1-3 in the last, it's $54. But why it's tempting is if we beat the 1 in this race, because whatever CAW money is in is on this
one.
Yeah,
they love the 1 here. The 1 can't lose.
So if we beat the 1 in this first leg, the pays are going to be great no matter who wins the next 2 legs, I think.
The will pay to the 1 from the last race, the $2 double, is paying $7.42.
What do the pays go for the next few?
Well, in the probables going forward, the 1-1 combination is the favorite, $8.94. So that's why you have it for $15, Ciaran, because it's not going to pay.
What are the other? What's the next lowest pay if the 1 doesn't win? What are we looking at?
The 3 at $12. These are for 2, by the way, 2. So 6 to 1. 4 to 1 with the 1, 6 to 1 with the 3. Everybody else is 15 to 1 or higher.
Oh, that's what you would expect. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because the 3 is a lone F and the 1, up there off. Well, good luck, everybody.
Yikes. Come on, 1. Get a rocket. Come on, 1. Oh, my God. Wow.
I'll tell you right now, that horse is a million times the best. I stand corrected. I mean, I have the horse, no problem. But wow, did I really want an upset there? But he was, sorry, she was much the best for a 2-year-old filly to do that. Woof. Very impressive.
I got a funny story for you, Frank. I had to go make more room for the Guinness.
Hold on, I was watching on the screen. Okay, go ahead. I'm looking.
I got some good luck because we found out yesterday our cat somehow got cat COVID.
What?
That is a thing. So yeah.
Your
so
cat?
I went into the restroom, and you know what I stood on. So I think that the luck is in our favor right now.
How many Guinnesses have you had? I'm very confused.
Just one.
I don't have a cat. I don't know about cat luck.
No, cat COVID. The cat has COVID.
Right. So what does that mean? Why is that lucky?
Had diarrhea. I went to the restroom. What do you think I stood on?
Oh my God. Oh, that is good luck. Yes, that is good luck in certain cultures.
I'm trying to spin the Irish luck because
Oh
you never
my
hear what
God,
it actually is.
really-
So we
really
got to be
need to hear
positive
that.
about something.
I didn't need to hear that, but that's hysterical. Well, thank God we're not in the same room doing this.
Well, you
together.
never know what you're going to hear on our show. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. You never do know, and that's my favorite commentary to watch. I don't know if there are any soccer fans out there, but the Champions League coverage on Paramount Plus with Kate Hebdo, Thierry Henry, Jamie, I can never say his last name, whatever, and then Micah. I want to say Micah Parsons. It's not, but it's Micah. They have so much fun. They laugh. You never know what they're going to say, but that's part of the show. If anything, we're entertaining.
You got to go with the flow.
Huh? What'd you say? I don't know. His robot, his AI short-circuiting over there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What are you looking at? You look very intent.
No, I was trying to see where the IRAD horse finished if I needed to make a note next out. You know, the Tiffany Cross.
Yeah, that's a turf horse. I think that horse needed one.
I think that's one of those where you just make a note. Definitely probably upgrade next out.
Well, yeah, I mean that horse a mile on the turf next time.
And that track is pretty muddy. Look, it's not muddy, but compared to here in California, that's a muddy track.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
for us.
It's just a different color. I don't know. They always look like they're going so slow. Anytime I watch Saratoga or Churchill, it looks like they're crawling in the stretch. And you know what? They probably are.
Well, I will say I was surprised at that 7 doing what it did. Like that was.
Well, it was a first-time starter. You know, let's make the lead. Try not to, don't stop. The one was a million times about turn. I didn't want to jinx it, Ciaran, but around leaving the backstretch, I thought the 6 was going to draw off and win by a mile. I really did. I was counting my money. And then they hit the top of the lane. I thought he was going to go right by. Started to idle a little bit. The 1 came in, bumped her a little bit, but it didn't matter. And she just never kicked on. So she might need another race before she shows her best stuff. But I would not discount number 6 Bourbon Notes. We'll have to go back, and see what.
Although what they said was, and that's twice that horse was. I mean, the notes were well bet in the debut, sharp work. But as we said, that trainer, second career race, 5%. And what did he end up going off at? Because she's going to probably be a good price next out.
Yeah, she went off 5-1. Yeah, I agree with you. Third time's the money run for that horse. She still needed one, and your stats bear that out. He's probably better. I don't know if they go as far as third career start, but his numbers are probably Ian Wilkes. He's an old school trainer. That's why when he won with his first time starter on opening, Twilight Thursday, when we got knocked out of the pick 3, it was confounding. Like nobody had it because Ian Wilkes never wins with his first time.
But a lot of those trainers, when they suck so bad, second career, like even D'Amato is horrible off the bench. He will pop occasionally, but you make a note like second off the bench and third, absolutely. And then especially if they're guiding to a higher pursed race, and these guys map the way they're going to do it. Yeah, we're just going to do an exercise run. Yeah, we want the money down the road.
She'll win a 7 furlong race at Keeneland, Bourbon Note. Okay, let's roll through the comments. Do you guys look for a favorite to throw out in at least one of the pick 3 when playing? I mean, yeah, if you can beat the favorite, absolutely. But I mean, at the same time, I don't force it.
I always try to toss a favorite, but I will do if I think he's vulnerable, I'll do a smaller bet with him. Just because, I mean, some of these races, the favorites win 30, 40% of the time. And even if I don't like them, they're probably going to win. Like tomorrow's pick 3 that I handicap, there's a horse, and my notes were, how is this horse even the favorite? It should be 6-1. But on my pick 3 bet, I'm absolutely going to do like a small backup bet just in case someone knows what I don't know.
You use, if you're lukewarm about a favorite, you kind of use the favorite as insurance. What if you absolutely hate the favorite? You're not going to waste money if you absolutely hate the horse, right?
If I hate a favorite, we talk about it, like especially on some of these multi-leg races, I'm taking a stand.
Right.
I'm either going to be the hero or a zero.
Correct.
I'm going to take the stand here, and I'm going to spread in the next race where I think I have a pretty good chance. And if I make it through, I get the big payday. And the way I look at it is, if I don't make it through, well, the favorite one, I'm not going to make a lot of money anyway, you know?
Yeah. I mean, here's a perfect example. I wanted to beat the one so badly. I mean, my first instinct, I went through, I said the one's the winner. And then you go back. Okay, 7 furlongs at the rail, 2-year-old filly, Asmussen's Cold, the Ellis Park races. Who knows how good? I started to make a case against the horse. And that's why I played another ticket trying to beat the horse, spreading.
Now, what's interesting is, guess who the favorite is? Oh, second choice is in this next race. I mean, not really. Irad's horse, the number 9, 5-2.
Oh, is that the Joe Sharp?
From 8-1 to 5-2. And I just thought it. I mean, and you know, I'm usually, when I do my notes, and the guys who get my emails that I send out, sometimes my only note is Irad's riding.
Yeah, exactly. So you only have the 1 and the 3 here, correct?
Yeah, and now I'm kind of worried that I did not do a saver
with
the 9.
Oh, what do I have? 1, 3, 7, 9. Oh, I have the 9. Oh, look at. Oh, Frank has the 9. Look at that.
Right. Well, okay. I feel much better now. I guess the 9 is now a toss, everyone.
9, no shot. Here we go.
Dan H finally rolled in.
Okay, I'll get to him in a second. But Tony D, thank you for that question. Anyone out there on the DTL crew, if you have any questions, no matter what, last week somebody asked us about the CRWs. We talked about it, and then he ended up emailing me further questions, and we had a nice little discussion. So Ciaran and I are very available. We're very accessible. Any questions, please reach out to us. All right. The cat ate my form. Sup, boys? All right. I like it. Welcome back. I heard cat. Did someone say cat? Chris Babcock. 9 was 4th. Okay, Ciaran. Chris Babcock saving the day. Tiffany Cross, the Irad horse in the previous race, finished 4th.
I'm going to have to look back and see, but I think that's a horse to make a note for next out. Watch the race replay, see what they changed, etc.
Well, if not a turf horse, then certainly a 2-turn horse with Curlin on top. The dam didn't do much because I went back and looked. But we'll see. Good teamwork there. Thank you, Chris. Afternoon, gents. Afternoon to you, Froggy Mushroom. Nick Sievers. Up a lot of ground. Not sure if that means. I'm not sure who he's talking about.
These will pays are very low, Frank. Yikes.
You're right. Dan H is there. We'll roll through him in a second. Dan, you missed your perfect attendance record, but you know what? Since it's not a Southern California track, we will allow it. That's okay. We're happy you're here, and we're happy you're back. Dan H, planning on a decent-sized win bet on the 3 here in race 7. I mean, I'm with you. Lone F, right? Give us your reason why. Chris Babcock, definitely make a note. Horrible start, finish strong. If you guys are commenting in the chat room, we're a little behind. Just put the number of the horse that you're referring to or the name. That will help us out and maybe start a good dialogue going forward with things that Ciaran and I may have missed. All right, let's go back to your wager here, Ciaran. The 1 and the 3, and we're going to look at what the doubles.
Yeah, my big bet is on the 1, but I probably should have pressed a little bit more on the 3, but it is what it is. I did say earlier, if you forced me to single in this race, this 1 would have been my single.
Well, here are the double pays, just so we have an idea. This is I'll give you the $1 double. If the 1 wins, is $6.
Oh, I'm showing 10. Maybe I need it. Maybe it updated.
Well, I'm rounding $12.12 for 2.
Oh, for 2. Okay.
So I mean, I'm not being 6
Yeah,
to
yeah.
1. You're basically getting 6 to 1 if you had the 1-1 combo. If you have the 3 here, you're getting
$8.
Yeah, $8 basically. And then the 7 is next, and that's almost $15. So yeah, they are pretty light. Let's get this 9 home for me. How about that? Who do I have here? Well, who are your morning line in the last race, Ciaran? Who do you have in the 8th?
In
136?
the 8th, I mean, I've got 136.
So 4 to 1 morning line, 8 to 1 morning line, and a 5 to 2 morning line. Yeah, you're kind of screwed. If you're alive going into the last race, you're really going to need the 3 to win there. And I'm not
Even
sure
then,
how
I've got it 15 times. I'll get paid. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
no,
still.
you'll have it 5 times.
Oh yeah, 5 times. Yeah.
But still, I mean, that's.
And
that's
I figured if it chalked out, I should, unless the CAWs destroyed us, get my bet back with some ammo. Is what I was thinking.
I don't think the CAWs are mostly in this pool, but
I think they're sniffing around every pool, and I can almost tell you right now, when they see how much money's starting to come into these pick 3s, they're going to be sniffing around. But that's actually, I think, a good thing for the players, because they're going to juice when they miss. If we can find something sneaky, is what I think.
Yeah, I think the only way they play that is if they see a market inefficiency that they have 3 horses who they think can't lose and the public's ignoring them. Other than that, it doesn't make sense for them to play in a pool where they're not getting a real rebate. So we'll see how that goes. Anybody else here? Yeah. Burning Hot may just go gate to wire. I mean, that's how it looks here, but maybe 9 furlongs is a little too far. I guess we'll see. I got it. Artie's going to play a 3-6 double. Okay. Well, we can tell you what that's going to pay, Artie. That's why we're doing the show. So, Ciaran, if you were looking to get back in this with a double, the $2 double, 3 to the 6 is paying $28. So 14 to 1, basically.
That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. That's like some of when we had the 5 to 2s win at Del Mar on Friday. So that's actually not bad.
It's funny. I don't think. I mean, I think these are the 1 to the 1. Ciaran in the next is the favorite, and that's paying 10 to 1. That's not bad either.
That's actually great.
Yeah. So I'm looking at these pools. There's $16,000 in the pool and 13 minutes to post. A lot of money is going to come in. This is where the CRWs are.
We're going to think we got some good price, and then the race is going to go off, and we're going to, we were getting $18. Now it's $4.
Right. But, it all depends on, if you're going to play this pool or not. I mean, right now we're both alive in the pick 3. If you did anything, maybe you would come back and press. Because you think it's going to, you think it's going to chalk out and you think it's highly likely it's going to chalk out, maybe you come back with a $20 double to try and, add to your profit.
I'm looking at the will pays. I'm pretty confident on the 1 here. And then the 1 to the 1 is $10. And I'm like, okay.
That's
the 1 to
good.
the 3 is 23. Even the 1 to the 3 is pretty sad. So
I disagree. I think they're really good, actually, because this horse, this horse is the favorite at 2 to 1, and that means the Cox horse in the next is not going to be 4 to 1. So, I mean, I actually think these are pretty decent.
Although it is $1 doubles. I was thinking it was $2 in my head.
Yeah, you're getting 10 to 1 on the 1-1 combo, but the 1 is your favorite in your top choice in the next leg is it the 6? Or
6. I went 6-3-1.
Yeah, so you're getting 20. You're getting 14 to 1 on the 1-6 combo. So if you did a $20 double at 14 to 1, you're maximizing your opinion there. Now, to your point, it's 14 to 1 now.
Yeah, that's the problem. And even when we go into the gate, I think I'm getting 14 to 1, and then I'm cheering. And then Frank goes, you're only getting 3 to 1, Ciaran. What do you have?
Yeah.
Although I will say, I actually thought number one, I mean, the scratches probably impacted, but I thought the one was going to be like 4 to 5 or even money is what I thought when I handicapped this race.
You thought the one should be even money?
Even money or 4 to 5, and that was before the scratches. So I'm kind of shocked that we're at 2 to 1, if that makes sense.
I'm with Nick Sievers. I'm against the one in race 7. Nothing wrong with the horse just fading the layoff. I'm with you. I think the 3 could wire them, and I also think the 9 has a big shot. Let's see what Mr. Guitar. Look at that, Ciaran. Late pick 3 pool is 153,000.
Wow.
Has that been in line with what you've seen?
I'll actually look at the numbers now. That might have gone up, and now all the experts on social media be like, see, we told you guys you should have been betting this bet.
If only someone had told us earlier.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Guitar. That's very good information. Here, Nick Sievers with the math. Up from 117K yesterday. Look at that. Californians are supporting the Twilight Racing, Churchill.
And they don't realize that. Like we told them, like we're spending our money, especially now. And then I saw something where on Nick's tweet, I kid you not, and I pulled my hands to the side. I was going to start typing something. And the person said, well, one of these tracks, I didn't even know what the name of it was, is not racing right now. That's why their handle's up. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. It's not because the Californians are betting. Yeah, it's someone who bets into a 20K pool. Yeah.
It's the same meet as last year. You just compare the numbers to last year. It's very simple. My goodness, there's always somebody who wants to just piss on your strawberries, man. It's like this. We finally get something to celebrate as horse players. And there's, well, I don't like the $3 minimum. Oh, well, the handle's only up because of this and that. My goodness.
The handle is up. Celebrate? Racing should be cheering. Handles going up in this day and age when everyone, especially after what happened at Del Mar, you know what I mean? Where the focus really came in, you know what I mean? Where what's going on? The odds are changing. That we have gamblers firing away at some of these bets. Embrace it.
Yeah, seriously. Hands up if you'd be sitting here on a Thursday afternoon playing Twilight Churchill, the late pick 3 at Churchill.
I mean, I told you, the only time I ever bet Churchill before was Kentucky Derby week, so I could kind of get a feel for Derby Day, you know what I mean? And then that was me looking at the weather. Now we're firing away, and look at the last show where they had all those scratches, and they knew that it rained, and you and I were like, what? It rained?
Oh, that was our fault. We're so preconditioned to not having to worry.
Yeah, and you know why we did not look, Frank, and we even said it. We didn't see a million scratches, so we assumed everything was fine.
Correct.
And the sun was out, and then everyone said, "Well, it rained 4 inches last night." So.
Yeah. They live it off all day, idiots. All right, here's something.
It rained 4 inches here in California. The track's closed for 3 days. You know.
Exactly. No training, nothing. We still have 8 minutes. They're still in the paddock here. And Nick Sievers wants to bring up a topic. I won't go on a big tangent, but all minimums should go higher. That's an easy thing. I agree with you. I love the $2 late double low takeout, the $3 pick 3 low takeout. The only other thing I would add, and I love the 2 minutes to post cutoff on the win pool. The only other thing that I would love, a $1 pick 4. The old school $1 pick 4.
Like they do at Los Al.
Exactly. And if they give us low takeout, even better. I'll take the early pick 4. Heck, I'll even take the middle pick 4. It doesn't matter. Give us that pool to swim in, because right now with the 50-cent minimum in the pick 4 and the takeout and the CRWs, it went from being a score bet to a grind bet. No one wants to grind out a pick 4.
The low price bets are what created the CAWs, because they saw, oh my God, it's 50 cents. We can cover every combination.
Correct.
Way easier.
Yeah.
And the way they argued it was, well, the low bet's going to make the average guy make money. No, the average guy's getting eaten alive with these low bets. Like, what are you talking about?
You absolutely nailed it. They spun it like, oh, well, we want more people with lower bankrolls to be able to play these wagers. No, it was the CRW saying, if you make the minimum lower, that means we can spend the same amount of money and have double the coverage.
And what's comical is these guys still do their conventions, but back in the day, no one ever went there, and we didn't have social media. Now there's always someone there recording it and writing about what they say. And They're very delusional.
I'm so thankful that we actually have these wagers. Nick Severs has proposed a $1 pick five. Well, I think some of those cross country ones are $1. You might have to look for some of those specialty ones. I think it would be very hard for a track to go to a $1 pick five just because those pick five pools are crushing it at the 50-cent minimum. I don't mind the 50-cent minimum for a pick five.
That's a really 5 races in a row. And even when you start doing a bunch of horses, those bets start getting
correct. Yeah, I don't mind the 50-cent minimum for that, but there should not be a 50-cent minimum for the pick four. Tony V wants to go the other way. He wants a $2 pick four. Why not? That sounds fun. I really like that.
I will say, pick threes before, I might have spent $9 or $12 on the pick three and miss, since we've had to focus on this low takeout. I mean, we're doing $100 doubles every day and $100 pick threes. And you know what's happening? We're hitting on some pretty nice prices.
Well, here's the thing, Ciaran. I used to play the rolling pick threes every day at Del Mar, Santa Anita, all the time. Once they went to the 50-cent minimum, I stopped because the value was sucked, because that 15-to-1 shot that I came up with on my $1 ticket, now the guy who's playing for 50 cents could throw him on his ticket because the minimum
dilutes the pool. Yep.
Correct. And it makes your handicapping less valuable because now someone could just buy that horse for an extra 50 cents.
So Frank, we're how many minutes to post? 4 minutes to post. And I'm kind of shocked at the pools. Like, there's only 44K in the pool. So, the CAWs are waiting for the last 10 seconds to. Remember when we did this on Sunday? The pool was at like 50, and it ended up being like $250,000.
Are you talking about the win pool, Ciaran?
Yeah, I'm looking at the win pool. Yeah.
It went up like it almost doubled. I think I forget, but we'll see. Yeah, just keep a note of that. Keep a mark. I'll tell you right now, though, because of what we've been saying and what Nick Tamaro just said today, their double pool right now is $33,000. That's got to be pretty good, and that's because people either got whacked out of the first leg or they realize they have to come back and press.
So the double pools have been flat or down for the last 2 days. But when we played it last week, when we did our first show on that Twilight last week, their double was up like 40% because we all got knocked out in the first leg.
Right.
Which is why if you get knocked out on the phone, we had a favorite win. If that one had not won, I bet you the double pool would have been up a lot more.
Yeah. So you're saying because the favorite won, so many people are alive that they're not interested in playing the double.
But that's also great for the tracks, because then when people get knocked out on the pick three, they're going to fire away at the double. So,
well, right. That's what I'm saying. So because the favorite won, you think that's why it's low?
Yeah. But I mean, it's also to the, when these tracks start realizing this, they're going to go, oh, we're going to put some of our hardest races in these last 3 races, especially the first leg. Let's put a crazy maiden special weight on turf with 14 horses. Then we're giving them a low takeout, and we'll get money in our double pool.
They want to do that anyway because they stack the races. I think these Churchill races, other than all the scratches in the 7th leg, I thought the first leg was competitive outside the chalk, and then I think the last leg is too. But I guess we're going to see. Do you have if you don't have it handy, don't worry about it. But what do you have? Yesterday's late double pool was?
I actually have a spreadsheet. I've been tracking it.
So I know. Chris came back with a 9 with $136 $5 late double. I like that. 9's 3-1, taking good money.
I think there was not much change, if I'm remembering offhand, but I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, like what are they getting usually? 40,000?
I'll tell you right now. Hang on.
Yeah. Tony V, 50-cent minimum destroyed the pick 3. I'm with you. Yes. I stopped playing it, Tony. I mean, I used to play that all the time, constantly. Single by 2 by 1, play it for $10. I stopped playing it. You got anything there, Ciaran?
I'm trying to pull it up.
20-cent Penta is my jam. Oh, are you from Canada by chance, Cat 8 My Form? The Pentafecta? You play the Exactor as well? I think those are Canadian terms. We have a Canadian in our midst. Or maybe you just play Canadian tracks. It's not a big deal. We can look at the numbers after.
No, I'm trying to figure out why I can't find it. I'm going around here in the dark here, and I have it because I did the work, as you know.
Let's look at this race here. The odds on the 1 holding steady at 2-1. You're not getting that movement.
I'm actually,
like
I said, I'm kind of shocked. So unless the money really pours in late.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Ciaran. Which horse is going to go off 7-5 in this race? Who are they going to send it in on?
Absolutely the number 1.
You think so?
I think it's a given, but we shall see.
Yeah, well, based on the will pays, it is definitely the number 1. You know what the 50-cent pick 3 is paying to the 1? $6.76.
Wow.
It's paying $10 to the 9 and then $15 to the 3. So the 9 is actually the favorite in the pick 3. That's very interesting.
What did you say the double's at right now? Because yesterday the double ended up at 81,000.
Okay, right now the late double pool is 45,000.
And the late double pool was only up 2% over last year. And on Thursday, or the other was up on Sunday. I mean, it was only up 9%. It was 73. Yeah.
So this is very interesting. If this pool doesn't, oh, they're off, by the way. Let's just watch the race. Good luck, everybody.
I'm not sure about the 1 being so far behind, but well, I think you did say, Frank, the 3 trying to wire the field. One just needs a hole. Will he get it, though? Outside. Oh, my goodness. You have the 7, right, Frank? Oh, you're alive. With your all ticket. Oh, my God, the 1. What's going on? Where's the hole? Come on, Tyler. Come on, 3. Smoke him. Come on, 3. Hold on, baby. Stick your tongue out. Oh, my God. You mama da papa. Tyler messed that race up. He could not get out. The number 1 should have smoked them. That's annoying.
I disagree. I think the horse was short. I think
Look, he's blowing past him on the thing. He was so trapped he couldn't get out.
I really wanted the 7 to win for the freaking pick 3.
Yeah, but did the 3 stick his tongue out? That was pretty close.
I think the 3 held. I don't think the 7 ever got by. Let's see.
I don't know. It was a head bob nonsense. Stick your tongue out.
I don't think the 7 ever got by.
7 has a long neck.
3 got the bob.
The bob. I was going to say the 7 had a long neck.
I think the 3 got the bob. That's a bummer. Now these aren't going to pay anything.
Yeah, but look how fast the 1 came flying.
Yeah, the 1. But that was part of the problem. The 1 was going to be too far back off the layoff.
Well, he got boxed in really late. He had to go out versus in.
No, the 1 ran a really good race. The 1 ran a winning race.
I'm going to say, so far at this meet,
I'll take a heater.
Hernandez is not. I don't know. He's just off right now, as you said.
He's terrible.
The 1 should have absolutely won this race.
He couldn't have ridden that horse any worse.
Yeah. Got stuck in all the while. He should have gone inside. He went out and then came late. and won the race past the finish line, which is always the worst thing. Well, the 3 went off at 4-1, which is kind of shocking.
Yeah, but the morning line was 3-1. That's the problem. It was really second choice, so that's going to deflate all the pays. Whereas my 7 was 8-1 on the line. I almost singled the 7. I decided to single the 3 because of all the scratches, but the 7, with all the horses in the race, the 7 was actually my top pick. But I had to pivot because of the scratches.
Well, at least I've got it twice, but let's see what my.
Yeah, I think we both have it twice, Ciaran.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. I have to send Frank my picks early, and then he wakes up and goes, "Okay."
Keep dreaming.
Scantoni.
Congratulations, 3 gate to wire. Oh, look, I see that? I got him. He's Canadian. Cat ate my form. Well, shout out to our neighborly northern friends up in Canada. So glad you're joining us. Let's find out what this is all about. All right. How about Nick Sievers, our man? 60 to win on the 3 in the tournament.
I did not play the tournament today.
Oh, bummer, man. That made the show fun last time.
I know. I was just like, eh.
Well, that's all right. We got Nick Sievers to root for.
Well, I kind of played yesterday, but I went all in on the first 3 favorites, and the third one came fourth. So
look at this. Everybody hit. Everybody hit. Pick 3 alive to the 3-7. Nice win bet, Dan. All right, Nick, not to put you on the spot, but you're going to have to let us know what's going on in the tournament. Remember, we sussed it out last time. That was so much fun. We had a little group think, and you and Ciaran ended up winning his tournament, and I think Nick finished 3rd and ended up getting a qualifying seat. That's how we do on the DTL crew. Make it happen. So, Ciaran, you're still alive, despite being so wrong about everything. You're still alive.
What do you mean? I was right about everything. What are you talking about?
You thought the 1 couldn't lose.
Yeah, but the jockey messed it up. I mean, that 1 is like my notes on the 1 were, please, if Hernandez is starting to ride decent, oh my God, I got to tell you something. So I got a single tomorrow on the late pick 3, Frank.
Okay.
From California. And I think at Del Mar, it was one of your doubles that you should have won.
Don't tell me that. I wouldn't have known about it. Now I'm going to jinx you.
KK was riding it and came late. And that is a price horse for my pick 3 tomorrow when I put it out.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pull up the form.
And I remember seeing it. I was like, that sounds like the day when Frank went, I'm never betting that guy again.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, after today, you probably shouldn't bet Hernandez again. My goodness.
No, that was really bad.
Butchered it.
Actually, the pick 3. So the pick 3 to the 1. Wow. 188.
Wow.
Pick 3 to the 3. 301. Pick 3 to the 6. 105. Those are actually a lot better than I thought when we were looking at what the will pays were on the double. Not bad.
What about I have 169. What's the 9?
214 for the 9. 215.
So we have all the same horses, except I have the 9 and you have the 3.
Yeah, but I have it twice.
So
you do too.
Yeah. But those are our different horses. You have the 3, I have the 9. Oh yeah, the 3 could absolutely win. I tried to be a little sneakier in that race.
No, the map to this will be now that we talk smack. This is when the Hernandez comes back.
Well, yeah,
I heard you guys.
You have them. I almost used them, but I decided not to because the horse never wins. But today will be the day the horse wins.
And I mean, Giroux did pretty well last week. He actually got the stewards inquiry over Irad. So.
That's right. They gave it to the hometown boy. I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing. No, you gotta be objective. Obviously, we all saw it the same way. Giroux did nothing wrong in that race, if everybody remembers. I'm taking a quick look at the last 3 races tomorrow to see if a name sticks out. While I'm doing that, Ciaran, why don't you walk us through this race a little bit?
I didn't have a whole lot of notes. Mitty's gritty. Giroux for Cox, wins 25%, and a lot of bullet works. So, I mean, as we talk about, bullet works are one thing in a claimer, but when it's not a claimer, you kind of pay a little bit more attention. You know what I mean? That's not claim bait.
Right.
Map to the Stars. Hernandez for this trainer, they win 35%. And then number 6, the boring favorite, blinkers off. The horse does not like to win. Scared of the winner's circle.
That's why the blinkers come off, I believe, right?
Yeah. Second by a nose, second by a head, second by a head. So the trainer's 26% beaten favorite, but only 13% blinkers off. So the problem, I mean, but then you look at the work, 47-cent work or second. But one of the things I look at, worked out at Hawthorne. I like to see them work out at the track they're racing at. That's one of my.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I'm like, what are they doing here? You know.
That's a very good point.
I always like to see them spin over the track they're racing at. It shows a little bit of confidence. I mean, this is not a cheap race. I mean, the purse for this one is what? 127K allowance. So there's some decent money in here.
Yeah, I wonder if he did the same thing for those previous Churchill races. My workouts don't go back that far. But it looks like this horse is just based at Hawthorne, and he just ships. Because the horses run, I mean, second by a nose, second by a head.
Yeah, but how far is Hawthorne from Churchill? That's a drive, isn't it? That is a drive.
Out there in the Midwest? Let us know.
I mean, that's like when someone went, yeah, Texas is not that big. And then like 3 days later, you're still driving across the state. You know what I mean?
You get to El Paso and you're like, oh, that's funny. I'm going to roll through the comments because it looks like Ciaran may have frozen. Dave was cold today until there. Have a good daily double to 369. Awesome. Good for you. Let's go, Dan H. Nick Sievers likes the 1-3. Okay. All right. Well, let us know what you're doing in the contest there. Nick and Dan. 6 to 309. Top 3 is 640. Okay. You're right there. Right there. How much bankroll? You bet your whole bankroll? Are there any minimums? Give us a little clue. Maybe what you're thinking. Correct, Dave N. Not terrible payouts in 1, 3, and 6. I agree with you. And that's the beauty of the CRWs not playing in this pool. You guys get to see my whole setup here now. I booted Ciaran from the studio. I don't want to look at his frozen face there. Maybe Terry can let me know if I'm still live because Ciaran froze. If you guys can hear me, just give me a thumbs up or something because Ciaran's out of it. All right, Dave, and thank you, Terry. I got the thumbs up from the executive producer. Maybe Brian Hernandez can get the. Yeah, I mean, look, Brian Hernandez is a terrific jockey. I'm sure a lot of what he's going through is, just bad luck. Whatever it is, he's going to win a race. Dude's not going to go one for whatever. So yeah, 3 in the payout. That would be good for everybody but me. I don't have the 3 in the nightcap. I decided to play against that horse. Not bad. Will pays. Agreed. Our Canadian friend 1369. She fine. Let's go, boys. I like it. Alive in the pick 4. Chris Babcock. Nice. They calling it 3. So 136. Okay. Man, everybody's on the 3 here, which means the 3 is going to win and I'm going to lose. 1-6, I think, to win, sort of like 7-12 under. Yeah, I mean, you have to figure out what your target is. So I remember last time, Nick, a couple of people just didn't. I don't think they fired, and I think you leapfrogged them because they didn't fire, something like that. Anyway, let us know. Oh, here, Nick, up Ciaran's back. All right, Ciaran's back. Nick answered your question, Ciaran. It's not a terrible ship from Hawthorne to Churchill, 5 to 6 hours, NorCal to SoCal. Okay.
I suppose if we were locals, we'd realize, there's no stables or it costs them more money. So that's why it's always one of those things I downgrade. When they ship from Los Al, I don't care, if you know what I mean.
Look, you just hook the horse up to your Cybertruck. You hit auto drive, 5 to 6 hours.
Drives itself.
Tunes, Put on some tunes. You're all set there. Bring home the 3, Mr. Guitar. I'll be happy for everybody who has the 3, but can't we just all agree to like hit with one of the horses that I have? I mean, then everybody would win. Another one, Alive to the 136. He's got it $20 there.
$20. Boom.
Good for you, Josh Plummer.
7 times 301. That's 2,100. Then he's got some money to spend tomorrow.
Look at this. Frank's the only one without the 3. Everybody else has got the 3. Did I win bet on the 3 here?
No. Don't. Frank off.
How do I mush these? No, I mean, if the 3 finally wins today, the 3 finally wins. You know what? I'll live with it. I only invested $93. Payouts aren't astronomical. Like if I were up to bat for like 1,000 or so.
Frank, the race I was talking about tomorrow.
Yeah, tell me.
It's going to be my top choice.
What race?
Race 9. Very, very tough race. I mean, depending on what the weather, if it destroys, and scratches. So race 9 tomorrow, 46% of the 11 to 24 winners were over 5-1. And the horse's name is number 6, September Magic. Yeah. Gaff is riding for Jacobson off the claim. Last out at Del Mar when KK came late. And Gaff is 32% for the trainer. 0 workouts since July. 0. Like that's usually something that makes me go, "Ooh, I'm off. Something's wrong."
No. I showed something different, Ciaran.
But then last week the horse had a workout. They're not risking. So I was like, "Is something happened after July?" Sneaky is what I thought.
I see what you're saying. There's no works from July 18th till September 10th.
But was claimed and sneaky, and they're like I think one of the rules, they have to at least have 1 workout before they race, right? If they've not raced on a circuit. I don't know what the rules are, but I'm assuming that's what it is.
I don't know. Every circuit is different, but I really don't know.
But I mean, that's what I thought. I was like, yeah, we'll reluctantly do a workout. But yeah, I think that was a very sneaky one. And if you look at that race, my notes were KK came late and should have won that race.
Yeah, there were actually 5 claims in for that horse. So
where do you see that?
Tom Quigley and I keep notes. We look at the claims register. We look at the claims register once a week, and we put in notes anytime a horse has a multiple claim in.
That's great because I mean I know some horses where you hear like I only hear it secondhand. We're like, there was like a 20-hand shake for a horse.
You could find that info, but if you ever want to know, just ask me. So that horse had 5 claims in, and unfortunately David Jacobson got the horse and took the horse out of California. What a nice guy.
But I mean, I thought it was a very, very sneaky price horse in a race. I mean, the morning line is 8-1. Right now, I'm going to tell you, I think the horse will probably go off at 3 or 4-1, but let's see. So we can see that here. This is my I've already got everything done tomorrow. So I thought tomorrow's pick 3, even if it doesn't rain out on their scratches, yikes.
You think it's good? All right. Well,
yeah, it's going to be very, very hard.
Maybe Ciaran will do a little short video giving out his late pick 3 tomorrow. That could be interesting.
I mean, I thought it was one of those ones where I went back and forth, and I was like the normal 1 bet everything, and I was like, I got to spread around. So I thought tomorrow's is definitely worth jumping into. I think, depending on scratches. All
right, Dave, 1 and 6. All right, thank you. Can't we all just win? Artificial need the 6, but cheer for all. Agreed. How about this, Ciaran? Tony on track pregame like the 10. That's Tony Callow, one of their analysts on the show. Dan H says the 10 is being bet, but neither one of us have the 10. The 10 is 6-1. Oh, is that the Dale Romans horse? Someone mentioned that horse.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Yes.
Yeah, we did.
I mean turf dirt, the last race on dirt won with really good speed figures.
Yeah, that's a good race. It was a
then
speed
went to
favoring
turf.
track, though. Yeah, I mean that horse has a shot. This is a tough race. This is a really tough race. I think maybe, Ciaran, that might be why the pick threes are paying as good as they are, because
everyone's
no one
spreading.
had no one had a super strong opinion in this leg. Let's see. The morning line maker is pretty spot on. 4-1. I really thought Middy's Gritty was going to take a lot more money.
I thought Nitty's would have been 2-1 or something.
Yeah, that's a little. There's still time, but that's a little scary. You usually want to see Brad Cox horses getting pounded at the windows.
Well, there's only 60K in the pool so far, the win pool.
Yeah. We'll see adjustments, but I mean
9 minutes. I mean, look how much it changed in the last race. What did the pool ended up being in the last when we looked at it?
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know that the one did end up going off favorite at 9-5.
The pools, when we looked earlier, they were at like 40K, ended up at 110 in the wheel pool. So all that late money came in.
That's ridiculous.
Although all the late money came in on the 7 and the 1. It did not come in on the 3, which was interesting.
In which race?
The last race.
Yeah, the 1 went off at 9-5. And the 7, I think, went off at 9-2 from an 8-1 line.
So I would say the CAWs have been hammered, which means they're going to be hammering with a big hammer on the exactas and tries in this race.
Well, yeah, this is a great race for them because they can see
they're going to hammer everything
covered.
Yep.
Are you standing pat here, Ciaran, or are you going to do something?
I'm sitting here waiting for my 1, 3, or 6 to win. I'm looking.
I'm content as well. Dan H. talking about that 10 horse. Lannery and Romans hit at prices. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if that horse can improve, we're talking about the 10 Taylor's Vision. That horse can improve off that maiden breaker 2 back. Absolutely has a chance to win. Excuse me. The problem though was like a lot of the inside horses all kind of look the same. Older horses who don't like to win, and a lot of the outside horses all look the same. Young 3-year-olds either coming off a layoff or facing elders. You know what I mean? Like it was a little.
Well, I will say the number 10 has the top early speed, so I think he's just going to gun and go to the front and hope he can hold on. I think is what the plan is, and at least that's 6 furlongs. So it's
I thought the track was pretty fair today, to be honest with you. I don't think the inside is the greatest place to be. If you saw once each in the first leg when the 1 got off the rail, exploded late to win, and same thing with the 1 last time, the horse that probably should have won the race, Ciaran, the 1 in the previous race.
Like if you don't have notes, I mean, that's a jockey gets hot or new jockey note. If the jockey is still not winning much, that's a toss.
So back to what Dan H. said here. Kilroy liked the 6 a lot. The 6 is on your ticket as well, right?
Oh yeah. I mean,
the 3 and the 9 are where we differ.
I mean, it's always one of those things like it just second by a head, by a nose, by a head, and sometimes they just don't want to get over the line. Although I will say the one positive is Gaff rode it the last time. And sometimes when these really good jockeys get on a horse, they'll go, give me one more time. I know how to get him across.
Gaffalione probably said, take the blinkers off and let me ride him again.
Yeah. And he's like, these guys, these top jockeys will go, I'm back. One more time. I know we were second, but I could have done this or he could have done that, and we would have won the race.
So you know what, Ciaran? Someone on Twitter, I think Pepe Alonso, was asking about the $3 all turf.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And it is a low takeout.
And it is 15%. So I'm going to let you speak about that. Well, I have to step away for a second. Go ahead.
Look at it. So our thing is, if a track does a new low takeout, we're going to be all over it. And I mean, Santa Anita is going to be our home base once the meet starts, but I don't think we're opposed to doing a show for Keeneland. We'll have to look at it. I love the track. I mean, it's one of my favorite places. If I was to move anywhere out of San Diego, I think that is the area I would move to. So I mean, I love the area. I love the track. love the racing there. So it's not, we're not saying no to it. Let's put it like that. I mean, we're trying to say, yes, if a track does a new low takeout, we're going to be all over it with the DTL crew. But, you know, for some of these tracks doing the old school ones, it's a possibility, I will say. We're 8 minutes to post. We're not seeing much movement here. We've not seen a whole lot of money come in and change everything. I mean, the win pool's up to 76. 6 is getting most of the money with 1 and then 3. I think we're looking pretty good on the 3, but we shall see. Map to the Stars is getting some good money. 9, I think Frank has that one. We're going to say boo to the 9. We don't want the 9.
I heard that. I heard that.
He's back. Okay. Frank rocks.
This is a long show, and I'm 54 years old, and you know, I have the prostate the size of a lemon. So I apologize for that little break there. Let me ask you this, Ciaran, because I missed what you were saying about that pick 3, the $3 all turf. Does it? First of all, 2 things. Don't get me wrong. I love Keeneland. The racing is great there, but how many days are they going to be off the turf?
That's
right?
the one thing.
That's one.
Especially...
And then 2, let me finish, and then I'll let you talk about that. So off the turf, we have to deal with this, and then 2, tying up your bankroll longer than normal, right?
Yes.
So you instead of we have an hour and a half window here. You're probably looking at a 3-hour window where your bankroll is locked out.
I
So
think
what do you
that
think
might
about
be.
that?
I think if we did it, it might be one where we did a short video. We threw our plays out because unless they, and I know they're not going to do turf.
No, they won't run 3 turf races in a row. No.
Yeah, they're going to do like a dirt and then an hour and a half later a turf or something like that. So
those are the downsides. I mean, I still think it's a cool bet. It's a unique bet, and if it's a nice day, I would absolutely support it because I love turf racing, and you know Keeneland's going to have big full fields, but you do have to worry about the rain, and you do have to worry about tying up your bankroll, which is why most of my bankroll will be going to Santa Anita during that.
And I also said it's one of those things where I think our focus is we're trying to get all these other tracks to give us low takeouts. So if another track does a new late double or late pick 3, I think we'll go and support them, if you know what I mean. Trying to get the ball, keep rolling.
100%.
Support these tracks.
Absolutely support them and promote them. I'm just talking it through as a horse player. They're close to getting to the gate here. So real quick, here's Nick's play. 100 to win on the 6. 2-1 gets him in the top 3 and $1,000 seat. Okay, that's good. We're going to root for that. 6 there. We all have it. Let's double up again. Stephen D. Ciaran's fan here on the 1362. Hit the early pick 5. Yes, congratulations.
Oh, nice.
And I was going to say, Stephen D., I did not recognize your name. First time chatter. Welcome to the DTL crew, my man. Good luck. Let's get it done. Congrats on hitting that early pick 5. And thanks for joining us. Dan H9 has a bunch of question marks trying to. Yeah, let me see it real quick. Brocus made it too.
Now, the good thing right now, where we're sitting, half the time the winner is 5-1 or more. So our 3 meets the stats. Come on, Map to the Stars.
Yeah,
it would be kind of ironic that we hit the pick 3 with like a kind of a California Hollywood type horse name.
I came up with the 9 because that class, good race over the surface, should trip out perfectly and is getting Lasix for the first time. And attracts the other Ortiz, who rode this horse at Keeneland in the debut. And there are good horses who are, debuting at Keeneland. So the fact that Jose rode that horse there and wants to ride the horse again was a positive sign for me. So that's why I ended up on the 9 instead of the 3. The 3 was on my radar, don't get me wrong, but I was trying something a little different.
9% first-time Lasix. First start since February. Prep.
Yep.
Prep, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't have stats on it, but
maybe a prep for Keeneland. Yeah, that did concern me, Ciaran.
But it's not a bad. I mean, it's not a bad purse race to take a shot either. Sure. I mean, you can't blame the ownership. Like you always got to look at that now. It's not like back in the day where you would sit on horses for a while. You want to win every time. It's not cheap anywhere, even in Kentucky, to pay for these horses.
Here's the other thing that concerned me a little bit, and I'm curious about your opinion. Look at the works on the synth at Turfway.
Yeah, I was like,
that's almost preppy, right? Like build the stamina back up, stamina.
And it'd be one thing if it was on turf and and they prepped on the all weather, but no.
Yes. So yeah, that horse does have question marks, Dan. I agree with you, but I think there's some ability here, and I think the horse should trip out, and that's why I ended up on the 9. But all this is all an exercise in futility, because the only horse that Frank doesn't have that everybody else has is the 3.
Come on.
So go to the windows if you have the 3.
Come on, Hollywood. Take it home for us. Map to the stars. Let's go. After we talk smack about your riding, Hernandez is probably going to have the greatest race he's had at Churchill now.
Oh, this is a big FU to me. I get it. Suck it, Scatoni. Now I'm 2 for 50. Ciaran, you know it. Look at his face turning beet red because he knows it.
I'm always beet red. What are you talking about?
He can't wait to give me. He can't wait.
I'm out of Guinness, and I'm like, do I have enough time to run to the fridge?
Yeah, go ahead. They're about to run the race. We don't usually talk during the race. Go ahead. Anything goes.
No. I'm
They're
not
at the
gonna
gate. They're about to go off. They're off. Good luck, everybody. There's Tony Callo's 10.
Yeah, they don't want to let that horse get an easy lead.
No, but we called it, right? We said that's the Romans horse had to go from out there and make the lead.
Yep.
Let's hope it's quick, though.
But at least, the jockey did what he was supposed to do. And that's something
100%.
where you make notes. You go, he did what he was supposed to. Wow, we're not looking good at all. The 3 is like nothing. The 3 is looking for an Uber ride right now.
Oh my God, we're not going to get distanced by
this. He's absolutely going to wire this field. That's so sad.
He's going to crush him. He's handridden.
No one's even coming up. What a bunch of donkeys.
Oh, that race was so bad. This horse goes 44-4 and nobody's running.
Nope. And then the 12 is in second. Yeesh.
Wah, wah. Couldn't have been more wrong about that race. Wow. Well, how about Dan H. bringing it to our attention? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he used the horse.
No. Who would use that horse?
Well, Tony Callo in the pregame show.
Well, that's because he got inside info.
Look, here's I think he does clocking stuff. He's pretty good.
I mean, we even talked. That horse, the jockey, he did what he was supposed to do. Go to the front. And no one challenged. And when you get an easy lead with a speed horse, the horse is just going to go, hey, yeah, whatever.
All I'm going to say is even though Ciaran and I are wrong sometimes, you get very, very good information on this show. Let me show you something here. Right here, Dan H. Kilroy liked the 6 a lot. Tony on the track pregame liked the 10. And the horse is being bet. And then right after that, Lannery and Romans hit at prices. So Ciaran, we didn't have the horse.
Yeah,
other people didn't have the horse. But the info is right there.
Yep.
Right there for you.
And the jockey did what we thought from that spot. And the speed he showed last time on turf, 1 at 6. You got to break and go to the front, and just no one else challenged. Like, I'm surprised none of the other jockeys.
Well, Ciaran, no one could challenge.
There's some good jockeys in here. Did nothing,
Ciaran, the horse ran too fast. No one could challenge. The horse ran 44 and change. He ran that horse was never going to lose today. Once that gave him. Art Rodriguez, boom. I'm not sure what the boom is for, but it's got to be good. Let us know what you hit, Art. Congratulations, Artificial. Thanks for the steam or the stream. I'm going to say both. The steam on the winner and the stream here. And we die. Wah, wah. We do. Tony N was right. Good for him. The info is right here on the show. We could have pivoted, Ciaran. We looked at the horse. We decided.
We did. We even talked up what he should do. And the jockey actually. So now that I know when I'm handicapping this, I'm going to upgrade that jockey a little bit more because he did what he was supposed to. And that's a big thing. We talk about it a lot of times. We're like, this jockey should do this and he should do this. And
yeah,
when
Ciaran,
they do
look,
it, I like it.
we talked about this horse. You even said the only way this horse is going to win is if he goes hard from the outside and wires them like he did last time. And we both said, well, yeah, that's going to be tough because you'd think there was other speed inside of him. But no, he blew the doors off. He made the lead. The turf to dirt move is good for Romans.
Oh, look, Vicky has the winner right there. What is the pick 3 paying with the 10? Let's see. That's probably playing.
Dan always has the info. He's sharp. Yeah, both you guys are sharp. Nick and Dan. All these guys on here are sharp.
$35
Vicky got.
for the 10. Not too bad. Wow.
My executive producer here is telling me Vicky hit something. I hit it. Had the 1, 1, 3. All right. Nice. Good for you. Here's Art Rodriguez. Pick 3 multiple times. Ciaran, how about this? The $3 pick 3 paid $4.59, and Art had it multiple times.
Very nice.
Congratulations. You're right, Tony V. You don't see Lannery on the front end often. Yeah, usually he just like sucks up the rail from out the back, but he had the instructions and he did what he was told and he won the race. So there you go. Chris Babcock.
10's coming down. Oh, yeah, the 10's coming down. No, I don't know how the 10.
Is there an inquiry?
Oh, yeah. There's an inquiry. What?
No, they're already took the picture.
Unofficial inquiry. Uh-oh.
Oh, there is, but they took the picture. It must be somebody else.
Oh, no. The steward's son did not have that one, so they're trying
No, I think it's somebody else. It looks like here, Chris Babcock has a trip note. The 3 got boxed in, and the jockey had to rein in the horse. So make a note of that. But that's the horse who always finishes second.
And that jockey sucks right now. That's our KK of Churchill, which means he's going to win a race or two, but I am absolutely downgrading him after today. That's for sure.
How about
downgrade jockey right now.
This is a post for you, Ciaran. Dan H has got a stat here. Corey Lannery did his job. His stats with E, that's early type horses who like to run on the front end, and odds between 5 and 9 to 1 or 15% in dirt sprints. Good. This was a tough field. Outside post didn't matter. Ran great. Yeah, Dan H, that's awesome information. Thank you so much. And we appreciate you sharing what you heard earlier in the day with everybody. You know, you could have saved that steam for yourself and maybe gotten 6 to 1 on the horse, but no, you shared it with us. So if anybody who pivoted and had that horse, congratulations. Vicky, good job. So happy for you. You hit the pick 3. Let's just run through real quick. Paul Victory wants to know when the next show is. Well, Ciaran and I will have to discuss it with our executive producers and figure it out.
I would probably assume Sunday.
Yeah, maybe Sunday, but follow us on Twitter at
we'll let you guys know.
At California Pick 4, and we will definitely let you know. Here, Vicky, only use the 10 because of Tony. All right, pays to listen. Maybe we should get Tony on the show instead of Ciaran. Maybe we should let's take an X poll. Let's see. Looks like it's a non-starter. See, I was looking at the comments. I missed everything. Is it official?
Non-starter.
It's official. 10, 12, 7, 3. All right. These are all about the inquiry.
All I got to say is, I'm downgrading that jockey. If he's on a horse I think is an A, the horse now becomes a C.
I thought you didn't do A, B's, and C's.
No, but that's the way I'm just gonna say. You know what? My A, B, and C tickets, he's gonna.
I know.
He's gonna be downgraded to my $3 minimum bet ticket to cover the bases.
Isn't it amazing? Like, Ciaran, we've talked about this a lot during Del Mar. How sometimes jockeys just go out of sync, and the horses know that. They're so intuitive.
Oh yeah.
They know. They pick up that bad energy, that bad juju. You know. So anyway, we'll leave Dave N with the final comment. Thanks for the fun show, guys. See you next time. Thursday night football time. I agree, Dave N. Thanks for watching. Everyone from the DTL crew, thanks for watching. Vicky, Art, and everybody else who hit that pick 3 and hit other bets today, congratulations. We love when you join us. Dan gets the MVP for pointing out Tony Callow liked the 10. We'll be back maybe Sunday. I'm not sure. Ciaran and I will discuss. Final thoughts, Ciaran?
If you don't hit the double
or the late pick 3,
you go home and
go home. least we were alive.
Yeah, we're alive. We've been out of the first leg. We actually probably would have made more money if we got knocked out in the first leg. We would have used the 10. You would
have said, okay, he likes the 10. I'll throw the 10 in.
Yeah, well, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie, exactly. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.